How is it that a nation so rich in resources continues to struggle with economic stability? Could the answer lie in the shadowy depths of corruption? Today, we dive into the murky waters of Russian politics, where oligarchs, or as we fondly dub them, alligators, lurk beneath the surface, devouring the wealth of the nation. Our narrative begins with a man who needs no introduction, the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin. Despite the wealth of his country, Putin seems to be more interested in his personal fortune than the welfare of the Russian people. The story of corruption in Russia is in many ways the story of Putin's reign. In January of 2021, Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny, from the confines of a Moscow detention center, released a shocking investigation. Navalny's anti-corruption foundation claimed to have evidence of a $1.4 billion property on the Black Sea, allegedly belonging to President Putin. This decadent palace, filled with luxurious rooms and extravagant amenities, was supposedly funded through a scheme involving Russian oligarchs and businessmen donating money to an investment firm, with a portion of the donations going to an offshore Swiss bank account. Then we have the oligarchs, the alligators of this tale. These wealthy individuals with their deep pockets and deeper connections are a significant part of the corruption narrative. Take for example the sanctioned oligarchs Dmitry Rybolovlev, Mikhail Fridman, and Peter Avin. In an attempt to circumvent sanctions, they've been suspected of hiding and laundering money through art objects. In response, Ukraine's National Agency on Corruption Prevention launched a database in August 2023 to track $1.3 billion worth of art bought or sold by these individuals. So what does this all mean? Well, it paints a picture of a political system where the wealth of the nation is continually siphoned off by a select few. It's a system where the rich and powerful continue to accumulate wealth at the expense of the average citizen. It's a system where corruption is not just a byproduct, but a feature. To recap, we've journeyed through the labyrinth of corruption in Russia, starting with President Putin and his alleged billion-dollar palace, and moving on to the Russian oligarchs, who use their wealth and influence to evade sanctions and further their own interests. We've seen how this corruption undermines the economic stability of a nation rich in resources, and how it continues to perpetuate a cycle of wealth inequality. The moral of our story: a good deal is when all parties benefit, but in this case it seems only a select few are reaping the rewards. So the next time you ponder why a country as resource-rich as Russia struggles economically, remember this tale of alligators in the waters of corruption.